Shalom, Yasharala. It's your brother Dawada, coming back at you with this here truth again. First and foremost, I want to give all praise unto Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakak Radash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you, Akim, pushing this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. So I want to jump into this here topic. I did a video the other day dealing with basically, how they say the giants and the fallen ones and so on and so forth, So I want to kind of try to add up, or add a little bit to that, because, you also have the situation, in that lesson I dealt with, that word giants and the situation that was going on there with the giants mingling their seeds. All right. But then you also have the same scenario where they talk about the fallen angels. All right. So, matter of fact, let me start there real quick just to clarify something. With the devil, because the conception is, or the perception is that, basically, God and the devil so-called had a fight and the devil was cast out. All right. So it says, this is Job 1:6. It says, now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before Yahweh, and Satan came also among them. And Yahweh said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Now, in the other one, the other lesson we was going into talking about the sons of God. All right. But nevertheless, that was talking about us as the Israelites. All right. But this here is actually talking about in the heavens. All right. It says, now there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before Yahweh. All right. The angels and Satan, or the spiritual demon Satan, not Esau, Edom, came also among them. And Yahweh said unto Satan, whence comest thou? And Satan answered Yahweh and said, all right, that's your first clue right there. All right. The Most High asked Satan a question. All right. And instead of being rebellious, like a lot of you people on this here earth, somebody ask you a question. Well, why you always in my business? Why you all doing this? Why you always doing that? If you ever ask somebody a question and they gave you a response like that, then obviously they more wicked than the damn devil. You see? Because obviously, look, it says, Yahweh said unto Satan, whence comest thou? Then Satan answered Yahweh. All right. It wasn't no argument or nothing like that going back and forth. All right. He asked him a question. He answered the question. All right. It says from going to and fro in the earth and from walking up and down in it. All right. And so, hey, it's clear as day that Satan is going back and forth from the heaven, from, the Most High's presence back down into the earth, back and forth, back and forth. All right. And then, scripture also say, Satan desired to sift you as wheat, talking to Peter. You know what I'm saying? So as you can see, this is talking about the spiritual demon Satan. All right. But again, he's not in, opposition to the Most High, because what? None of the angels go off. All right. And then when you're talking about like the spiritual demon Satan, it's basically the same thing. All right. They just have different roles or things that they got to do. Like how you can say that we all basically, that would be a bad term to say human beings, because, hue means color. But nevertheless, we all basically human beings on the planet Earth. But you got the righteous and you got the wicked. All right. Then you got the other nations. All right. But nevertheless, it says, and Yahweh said unto Satan, hast thou considered my servant Job, that there is none like him in the earth, a perfect and upright man, one that feareth the Most High and escheweth evil. All right. So what? They basically, going to have a situation where they basically, the Most High is going to let Satan go and touch Job, go and touch all his substance and things like that. So I just wanted to clarify that as far as God and the devil having a fight in heaven and the devil getting kicked out and so on and so forth. All right. Now, let me clarify, because somebody might try to hit me with a precept. Let me go ahead and grab that precept for you real quick. It's Isaiah 14:14. Oh no, Isaiah 14:12. It says, how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weakest the nations? All right. Now, when you understand this is talking about, now when it goes into the word Lucifer, it means the light bearer, the enlightened one, or how you say nowadays, the Illuminati. These people have all the so-called secrets and all this is not the people the elites that's running the world. And who's that's talking about right now? Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. All right. That's just talking about these wicked ass elites of these Edomites. All right. When it's talking about how thou fallen from heaven, it's not talking about falling from like where the Most High is at. It's talking about falling from your condition. All right. The so-called white man is is in heaven on earth right now. Matter of fact, you see all these different things. There was a case, where the school bus driver boy wound up raping like a 14-year-old little girl or some shit like that. And there was another case where another little white boy took another, like, not to say underage, like a young girl. These, like, they age, I don't think was too far apart, but they was both like teenagers or some shit like that. But nevertheless, he took this girl and put her ass in a damn cage, trying to have some, like, them that sexual shit where they be tying motherfuckers up and shit. You know, that's Esau. They got to always have somebody in pain and shit. But nevertheless, both of these motherfuckers got caught. And this girl, she was damn near in a cage, a dog cage, for a whole year and shit. All fucked up and everything. But what? They both getting, what, 10 years probation? You see what I'm saying? But what? Man, you got all kind of situations with Jake, you know what I'm saying, that don't even do nothing. You know, you fail to pay child support, or you fail to, do something here or there. You fail to go to court because they didn't summon you to go to jury duty or whatever, whatnot. They sending your ass to jail. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, man. You see it all the time, man. Just the different rulership or the different judgments that come down. But nevertheless, Esau is in his heaven. The so-called white man is in his heaven. He can do whatever he wants. Ain't nobody gonna say nothing about it. All right. But nevertheless, Jake, we in our hell right now. All right. But what? Like the scriptures say, Esau is the end of the world and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right. So when it's talking about how art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning. All right. That's talking about the so-called white man coming out of his power seat. All right. That's not talking about this, like Satan, the spiritual demon Satan falling out of heaven. All right. Him and the Most High, they not fighting or at odds with one another like that. All right. He perfectly in order. All right. He's going to do exactly what the Most High command him to do, man. All right. The angels, they don't go off. All right. Now, basically angels and demons, same shit, different job. You know what I'm saying? Just like I said, for lack of a better term, we all human beings on the earth, but you got the righteous seed and you got the wicked seed. All right. But we all basically human beings, right? We all still need the same so-called regular necessities. We all still got to eat and drink and whatever and get sleep. Right. Same like with the angels, they all were the angels and the demons. They pretty much all the same thing, but they got different tasks, but they all follow the commandments of the Most High. They don't go off. You know how we need food, bread, and water. We don't go off with that. We all, no matter what our disagreements are or whatever we have a problem with, we all know that we all got to eat, sleep, and drink, right? Same thing with the angels. But instead of eat, sleeping, and drinking, they know they got to follow the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High. Whatever he say do, that's what it is. All right. Now going back into this here situation with the fallen angels, let me give you a perspective of what's popping off here. All right, this is Deuteronomy 28 and verse 1. It shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments, which I command thee this day, that Yahweh thy power will set thee on high above all the nations of the earth. Verse 13, and Yahweh will make thee the head, and thou shalt not be the tail, and thou shalt be above only, and thou shalt not be beneath, if thou hearken unto the commandments of Yahweh thy power, which I command thee this day to observe to do them. All right. So this is telling us, you can read all the way through 1 through 14. All right. This is telling you all the blessings that the Most High was going to give us if we followed his law, statutes, and commandments. We had to keep his commandments. All right. This was his end of the bargain. He was going to set us up on high above all the other nations. We was going to be in our heaven, man. We was going to be ruling over all these other nations. We was going to be up on high. All right. Let me go to verse let me go to verse 14. And thou shalt not go aside from any of the words which I command thee this day to do right to the right hand or to the left, to go after other gods to serve them. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of Yahweh thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. All right. So as you see the setup here, the Most High is giving us a so-called contract or whatever. All right, sign a contract. All right, you can stay in this here house as long as you pay the rent or the mortgage on time and whoop-de-whoop. If not, you're gonna get evicted, right? So we was paying the rent for a while, then we just stopped paying rent. So now we getting evicted. All right, now that's where we at now. All right, so let me jump. Deuteronomy 32 and 4 says, he is the rock, his work is perfect, for all his ways are judgment, a power of truth and without iniquity, just and right is he. All right, verse 5 is talking about the Israelites. All right, they have corrupted themselves. Their spot is not the spot of his children. They are a perverse and crooked generation. Do you thus requite Yahweh, O foolish people and unwise? Is he not thy father that has bought thee? Has he not made thee and established thee? All right, let me jump down a little bit. verse 15. But Jezreel waxed fat and kicked, and thou art waxen fat. Thou art grown thick. Thou art covered with fatness. Then he forsook the power which made him, and lightly esteemed the rock of his salvation. They provoked him to jealousy with strange gods. With abominations provoked they to him. Let me jump down to verse 19. Slack, give me 1 second. I'm trying to find where it says I will hide my. Oh, it's verse 20. Okay, 19 and 20. And when Yahweh saw it, it abhorred him. It abhorred them because of the provoking of his sons and daughters, and he said, I will hide my face from them, and I will see what their end shall be, for they are very forward generation, children in whom there is no faith. All right, so going back to what we was reading in Deuteronomy 28, verse 1 and verse, I believe it was 13 or 12, dealing with the blessings. All right, how we was going to be up on high, we was going to be the head, not the tail, we was going to be above and not beneath. All right, but then what? If we broke the commandments, then all these curses was going to fall upon us. All right, so as we reading here in Deuteronomy 32, going into a little bit of how our history will roll out, we was going to start going after all these other gods, sacrificing unto idols and following after these strange gods. All right, so what? The Most High was going to turn his back from us. All right, so going back to Deuteronomy 28, when he set up Deuteronomy 28 is set up like this. 1 through 14 is the all the perks of the contract. Verse 15 on down is all the all the penalties that you're gonna have to pay for breaking the contract. All right, obviously we in the state of we breaking that contract. So what? The Most High said, I will hide my face from them to see what their latter end is going to be. All right, they have lost their spot of his children. All right, so if you understand, this is what's basically you talking about. It's basically like you talking about saying, for a lack of a better term, the fall of, not to say the fall of man, but like the Israelites falling off. You see what I'm saying? So let's go a little deeper into this. All right. Now, like I was saying, I set it up to where as far as you can understand us from the beginning all the way up to where we at now. The Most High made a contract with us. Here's the perks. Here's the penalties. We wound up catching the penalty side. We didn't catch any of the perks. All right. So it says, this is Jude 1 and 6. And the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, have reserved in everlasting chains under the darkness unto the judgment of that great day, of the great day. All right. And so people would read this. All right. And they would pair this to what? Isaiah 14 or whatever, or just not really even Isaiah 14, because they don't even really know what that scripture's at. All right. They just hearing and repeating what they heard in this Christianity bullshit that they hearing. Oh, God and the devil was fighting, and the devil was cast out of heaven and took some of the angels with him, and so on and so forth. But that's not what it's talking about. I mean, you can say that in a certain way. Like, I mean, hey, we are following after the damn devil. He is leading us astray. All right. Not saying that we following like, well, obviously at the end all be all, that would be, you going against the Most High. But you know how we follow Esau, and like the scriptures say, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not go unpunished. You got a lot of, or come out of her, my people. You got a lot of our people that's walking hand in hand with this so-called white man. All right. But instead, we telling you just come back to the law, statutes, commandments. You done fell down. You at the very bottom, bro. You don't realize you in a desolate state. You don't realize you destroyed. You don't realize how fucked up you are. Bro, you're not supposed to be living like this, man. You're supposed to be living way better than this. You're not supposed to be having no problems like this, man. You're not supposed to be having no heathens reign over you. But what happened? You wound up falling from your state, man. You wound up breaking that contract. Or let me rephrase it. All right. The Most High came to your ass and basically sold you a house, right? Here go the contract. You pay the bills on time. You know what I'm saying? You can stay in the house, right? You can get free everything in the house. Everything is good. Big ass mansion, everything paid for. You just pay your shit on time. But if you don't, your ass gonna get evicted, right? But now your ass done got into this house. You partying, everything is all good. So you stunting on all these bitches and everything like that. You just living it up. Hey, I'm on MTV Cribs. Whoop-de-whoop, wop-de-wop. Everything is all good. But then now, you know what I'm saying? You forgetting the Lord, and you want to be hanging out with all these heathen bitches and all this extra shit that you got going on. Now you done went out blowing bags on these stupid heathen bitches, buying them all kind of crazy stupid shit. Right now, all of a sudden you forgot to pay your mortgage. All right. Now you getting that eviction notice on your house. Just a week ago, your ass was balling, buying all kind of women, all kind of different bags and all kind of this and all kind of that, going on all kind of shopping sprees, going here and going there. Got 5 different color or 7 different Rolls Royces out front, one for every day of the week. and you stunting on everybody, shitting on everybody. I'm the biggest baller in the whole world. I'm a five-star stunner, 100 with it. You know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden your ass on the side of the road with a, hey, can you feed the homeless? Spare some change. I'm hungry. You know, you evicted, and how did you go from there to there, bro? You know what I'm saying? You had this big ass house. Everything was all right, bro. You had everything, bro. Now look at your ass. You on the side of the block begging for some change, man. What the hell happened to your ass? You done fell from basically your estate, man. You done fell from your way of being, man. What happened to you? You looking down at the motherfucker like, damn. You know what I'm saying? Or you take somebody like a Bill Gates, Oprah Winfrey, Jay-Z, and Beyonce, and you see these motherfuckers at the red light with a damn cardboard sign. What you gonna say? Damn, bro, you really going through it, bro. You really lost it, or you really, hey, you really done for, right? Man, you really had a real fall, you know. Or sometimes people say that in life, you know, sometimes you fall in life, you got to get back up, you know. You can't just, when we failed financially, and it was a hard fall, but we had to get back up, whatever, whatnot. That was us falling, all right. So let's go to Jude 1:6. It says, the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, hath he reserved in everlasting chains under the darkness of the judgment of the great day. All right, going all the way back onto what? When you're dealing with Adam and all of them, with the Adamites, right? We was in paradise, man. Everything was all good. We didn't even know sin, man. We didn't even know how to go off. We didn't know about rebellion and none of that stuff. But until what? Eve ate the apple, gave it to Adam. We went against the Most High's commandment. Then we knew that we was naked. We knew we didn't have the covering of the most. We knew that we was going off at that point in time. You see what I'm saying? We knew we had them fucked up. All right. So then at that point in time, that was the beginning of our fall. We was going to keep, we wasn't at that point in time, we was programmed. It was written inside of us just to do right. But now we got to try to do this on our own, because why? The Most High then basically hid his face from us and trying to see how far we can get on our own. Like, listen, nigga, you over here balling with this big ass house and all this money and all these shopping and shitting on everybody else, but you forgetting I gave you this here money, man. You got to, how do I say, you got to be appreciative. You got to be humble with this. You can't just be going over here shitting on the next broke dude. You done forgot I picked your bum ass up from the same homeless shelter that you shitting on this nigga from the homeless shelter for. Now you rolling around the homeless shelter in your Rolls Royce shitting on a nigga who you was the same bedmate with. Come on, bro. Y'all was in the same spot. The only reason you in this spot is because I gave you this here stuff. You didn't make this on your own. So how you over here with this pride, you know what I'm saying? Now you're going to have to learn the hard way. Now you're going to go right back down into being homeless until you learn your lesson. All right. It's dealing with where we at right now. All right. This is Jude 1:6 again. All right. The angels which kept not their first estate. All right. Being in righteousness, but left their own habitation. All right. Being basically, under the law, statutes, commandments, the hedge of the Most High. All right. We wanted to follow after all these other nations, these other kings and stuff, follow after they, all right. Put it this way. You supposed to only have one, how does the scripture say? You ain't supposed to make this Bible with nothing else. This is supposed to be your only love, right? The Most High, this truth and stuff like that, right? You're not supposed to be trying to, I'm a little bit in this, a little bit in Islam, I'm a little bit in the Kemetic shit. Nah, it ain't supposed to be like that. You're supposed to be just dealing with one thing and one thing only. Same with us, but what? We started mixing and mingling with all kind of extra shit. And so what the Most High was like, all right, y'all want to do it that way? You don't think my way is good enough? You want to go try to, you think you can find some extra information with that Hermetic stuff or, that Muslim stuff or Islamic stuff, whatever, whatnot, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead, go deal with them, see how far it gets you. All right. But that's where we at now. That's why we in this condition that we in now. Like Deuteronomy 28:68, man. No man you gonna be sold into bondage for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you. We reserved in these chains of everlasting and everlasting chains under darkness into the day of judgment. All right. That's why we in hell right now, bro. We waiting on redemption to be redeemed from Yahushua. All right. Because why? We still in our hell. We still under the curses. These are the chains that we basically up under all the way up into the day of judgment. All right. Those are the chains that's holding us down here in hell, man. All right. Yeah, there is a real hell, man. You're going to be tormented and tortured. All right. But you ain't got to die to see that shit, man. All you got to do is actually wake the fuck up and look around. You chained the fuck down right here in hell. All right. You fell from your grace. Your spot as the Most High's children, man. You're supposed to be reigning over these heathen, man. You're not supposed to be going to go work for no God. You ain't supposed to go to work for nobody but the Most High, first and foremost. But you ain't supposed to be working for none of these other heathen. No other race of the planet Earth. You supposed to be working for these people. These people was created to work for you. But look at your ass now. You know what I'm saying? Let me grab that precept. This is Ecclesiastes 10:7. It says, I have seen service upon horses and princes walking in service upon the earth. All right. Now that's an abomination, man. You know, just to give an analogy, this is just like you got JFK, right? JFK is or fuck JFK. Let's say Donald Trump, right? Because you know, with the JFK situation, he was in a drop top, right? But now they done learned from that lesson. So let's just say Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump riding in the damn what they call the Beast, that damn limousine, right? Now the limousine is all bulletproof because obviously, like I was gonna say, the JFK situation, obviously you don't want nothing to happen to his ass, right? So you put his ass in his bulletproof car. It's to protect him, right? And so he's the main guy up on the horse, you know what I'm saying, riding around. He's the so-called king, right? And he have his servants, which is the Secret Service, around him to protect him, to be his aid, right? Now, what would be the dumbest thing in the world to do is to have Donald Trump walking on the outside of the damn limousine and his Secret Service riding on the inside, or like in the JFK situation, you know, that was a whole dumb situation to begin with. He in a drop top, but nevertheless, you seen that in that video, how they got the Secret Service walking on the side of the car while he's inside the car waving and doing all of that. You know what I'm saying? It's not, you know, in a sense, that's how it's supposed to be. He's supposed to be protected by the people around him, his servants around him. You know, the drop top part was a bad idea, but nevertheless, you know, the Secret Service is there to provide him aid and protection. All right. So he being the king, you know, well, I'll say Donald Trump, right? Donald Trump being the king, the Secret Service are his servants. They supposed to be walking on his side, making sure he all right. All right. They ain't supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, in a motorcade or whatever, whatnot, he's got the most highly protected vehicle. The other vehicles, it's not highly as protected as his. They got to make sure they protect him first and foremost than their own self. He's more important than them. All right. But to have this in reverse, it's like saying, look, how the hell you got Donald Trump sitting out here walking around riding one of these police motorcycles and shit with no bulletproof nothing, but you got the fucking Secret Service riding in a bulletproof limousine? Motherfuckers ain't trying to goddamn do no harm to the police like that. If anything, people gonna have a problem with the president. You see what I'm saying? That just don't make no sense. But that's the situation we in. All right, you ain't supposed to have the Secret Service sitting over there riding in a damn limousine while Donald Trump walking down the block. Now we ain't promoting that we ain't on Donald Trump's side or nothing like that, but you get the analogy. That just would make no fucking sense. Like, obviously we understand why we have a Secret Service. They're supposed to be protecting the president, but you wouldn't have the damn president walking on the street while the Secret Service riding in a bulletproof car. That don't make no sense. All right, the same way as what Solomon is saying here. I've seen service upon horses. Who are the servants? These other nations, i.e. right now, Esau, Edom. All right, he's supposed to be a servant unto us. So it says, I have seen service upon horses, like the Edomites upon horses, and princes, the Israelites, walking as servants upon the earth. Like I said, we wasn't created to be working for no other nation on the planet Earth, man. These other nations was created only for our will, to basically to work for us. All right. And when we get into the kingdom of heaven, that's going to be their rightful position up under us. We're going to have them all in subjection. All right. But right now, all right, as you can, hey, what I was just telling you, in the kingdom of heaven, all right, real soon, we about to have all these other nations in subjection up under us. All right. They're going to all be up under us. But this is, let me give you another example. All right. Revelation 2:22. Let me go into this here definition. Salat. Give me 1 second. No, it's Revelation 2. Give me 1 second. Right here, Salakia 2:26. This is Revelation 2:26 says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my work to the end will I give power over the nations. Now let's go into this word power. Oh, Salak. Bear with me, brother. All right. It says, Revelation 2:26 says, and he that overcometh and keepeth my work unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. All right. This is a pretty heavy definition. All right. It says power. Power of choice, liberty of doing as one pleases, leave or permission, physical or mental power, the ability or strength with which one is endued, which is either possessed or exercised. All right. These are all things that, well, let me read the next one. The power of authority, influence, and right of power. All right. The power of rule or government, the power of him whose will and command must be submitted to by others and obeyed. All right. This is the power that Yahushua is going to give unto his righteous men. All right. Over these other nations. All right. This is our, how do I say, rightful position on the planet Earth, man. All right. It says universally. All right. Not just in one state, universally throughout the whole universe. Authority over mankind, not just over, your household, no, over mankind. All right. This is the power we're going to have. We're going to have power over all mankind. Like I said, man, going back to Jude 1:6, the angels that lost their first estate, that was we in them chains of darkness. All right. Up until the time of redemption. All right. We don't got no power over no people right now, man. We ain't got power over our own body. We ain't got power over our own spirit. We ain't got power over our own women, our own children, our own families, let alone these other nations, man. So these are the chains that we in. But what? These are the chains that we're about to be loose from. And this is what's going to be on the other end of these chains. All right. We're going to wind up going back to our first estate, back to what we was created to be. All right. It says, the power of judicial decisions, the authority to manage domestic affairs, things subject to authority or rule, jurisdiction, one who possesses authority, a ruler, a human magistrate, the leading and more powerful among created beings, superior to man, spiritual postulates. All right. So what? Yahushua said he's going to make us the leading and more powerful among created beings, superior to man. We're going to be way superior to man. All right. Let me read the last one. It says a sign of regal authority, a crown. All right. This is what Yahushua is going to give us. All right. So going back into that, let me turn this here off. And, I go on airplane mode so I don't, get text messages or any distractions, just if you curious. But nevertheless, if you reading these precepts and you putting them together, and you see in this here picture, Yahushua says, and he that, Revelation 2:26, and he that overcometh and keepeth my work unto the end, to him will I give power over the nations. All right, man, you're going to have more power to be able to exert authority over, you're going to be a more superior being than all these other human beings. Like I said, like Solomon said, he didn't see some fucked up shit. He didn't see servants on horses and kings or princes, walking beside him. You know what I'm saying? That's where we at right now. We in hell right now. We in these chains of darkness, man. We wasn't created to be this, man. All right. That's like you got a damn dog and one of them, or you got what do you call them dogs? Them running dogs, the greyhound dogs. You got a damn greyhound dog in a damn cage, man. This dog need to run. Or fucking a whale or some shit like that in the damn SeaWorld, man. These motherfuckers swim so far distances in a damn day, and you got him in a small ass tank, man. Let this motherfucker free, man. Let him go swim and be free, be who he was created to be. They created to swim long distances and go do a whole lot of other shit. Not supposed to be confined to a big ass fish tank, man. All right, be a part of a photo op. So just like how, you got Free Willy in a damn tank, you know what I'm saying? That's how we are, man. We just made it a spectacle for a photo op, for people to take selfies with, man. We earnestly desiring to be released back into the wildlife. All right. Slaughter. Real quick, going back to Jude 1:6. It says, and the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, he hath reserved in everlasting chains under darkness unto the judgment of the great day. All right. So now from there, I'm going to go to the book of Romans 8. I'm going to start at verse 15. All of this is a good chapter, but nevertheless, especially, the whole book is a good book, but nevertheless, this is a good chapter to further edify on this here lesson. But just getting to the point, Romans 8:15, it says, for we have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. All right. Like I was just saying, Free Willy and all them. Yo, I just broke down to Free Willy. Yo, bro, you a killer whale. You know what I'm saying? They gave you the name Killer Whale. You ain't supposed to feel bad for eating these bitches falling in your tank. Bitch, that's your job. You a killer whale. That's what you do. And you ain't supposed to be feeling bad for not being able to swim around and just seeing all these people taking pictures of you. You're supposed to have that feeling you want to swim free. You want to be free. You're supposed to do that. That's what you was created to be. All right. So it says you have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear. All right. So as we telling you all this, yeah, you in captivity still. Yeah, we all fucked up right now. Yeah, you in hell. But we're not telling you that to put you in fear or put you in that state that make you less than nothing. No, we telling you that yo, this is the end all be all. Like, yo, you free willy. You supposed, yeah, you in SeaWorld or whatever, whatnot, but yet, you know, you're going to be free one day. All right. You about to get let loose free and you're going to be able to swim throughout the whole oceans. All right. So we trying to put you into that spirit, not the spirit of, yeah, nigga, look at you in SeaWorld and shit. You're going to always be a photo op and soon you're going to be some, you know, they're going to eat your ass later on. You know what I'm saying? We're not coming in that spirit to tell you that, to, you know, leave you with no hope. All right. It says, for you have not received the spirit of bondage again to fear, but you have received the spirit of adoption, whereby we cry, Abba, Father. So like with the free willy, well, look, bro, I'm not telling you you're going to be over here on somebody's plate as some goddamn sushi or whatever. I'm telling you, soon they finna release your ass back out into the wilderness. You're going to be with your family again. You're going to be free. You're going to be that killer whale you was created to be. All right. Verse 16, the spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. All right. Yeah, everybody getting mad with the damn killer whale because he want to eat the bitch in the damn water swimming with his ass. But y'all done forgot his name was the killer whale. All right. So going back into us, you mad at, like the scripture said, with oppression make a wise man mad. You mad at us because, you know, especially the men of the Lord, we know that we in hell right now. We know that all this wickedness is going on around us, man. But yet you know, you looking at us in some kind of state, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, what's wrong with y'all? Why can't y'all just calm the fuck down? We ain't supposed to be like this, man. Even the 2/3 of our people, man, you be trying to figure out why they don't want to do this or why they don't want to do that. Oh, you know, you say the black man is lazy, the Mexican so-called, you say all of Israel is lazy, when in reality, you know, we're not lazy. We built up this whole country. And more importantly than all, we weren't created to be doing no goddamn manual labor like that, man. Again, we was created to have servants. All right. That's like we was just reading with Solomon. We supposed to be the damn kings and princes on the earth. They supposed to be serving us. But yet, because we went off, all right, we was cast basically into hell. And now we got to sit here and live like these we got to live in hell, man. We got to live like these heathen, man. We got to be in subjection unto other people. All right. We got to sit here and work for everything we got to get. You see what I'm saying? We in hell right now, man. This is where we at. All right. But see, it says the spirit bear witness. The spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. All right. And if children, then heirs of the Most High, and joint heirs with Hamashiach. If so, we suffer with him that we may also be glorified together. All right. And that's what we're going through right now. You know, he had to go through his hell. We going through our hell. All right. For I reckon that the suffering of this present time is not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. All right. So look, the things that we're going through right now is really nothing in comparison to, what we're going to get on the other side. You see what I'm saying? Like, you know, going back to, you know, it's crazy. I keep using this Free Willy scenario, but you know, you talking to the damn whale and he mad and this and that. But look, bro, don't be so mad. Again, you about to be free soon. You know, just, how do I say? Be patient and have faith. You know what I'm saying? Just, hey, at least, you know, they at least feeding you in here right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to do some little tricks, whatever, whatnot. But look, check it out. When you get free, you ain't gonna have to do all this here work no more. You know what I'm saying? You only working, 8 hours a day, whatever, whatnot anyway. People only coming through in the 8 hours, whatever, whatnot. But nevertheless, once you get free, bro, you ain't gonna have to worry about this shit no more. You ain't gotta worry about nobody snapping a picture of you no more. If you don't ever want to see human beings ever again in your life, you're gonna just swim further down in the ocean. You just don't ever let them catch you, So it says, I reckon that the suffering of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. So yeah, it sucks. You got a job, you got to work, you got to be under this hell and this oppression, whatever, that you got to go through. But this is only but for a short time, especially now you waking up that you're an Israelite. You know what I'm saying? Most of us didn't know that we was Israelites our whole life. So what? It's not that bad. You know what I'm saying? And plus, hey, salvation is literally right around the corner, man. So you really don't have a long time to wait, So just, you might have just woke up that you're an Israelite over the last couple years, and now you seen these things, the oppression making you mad. You know what I'm saying? But what? At the end all be all, we gonna want to be in change. We about to get up out of this here hell, Some of you just now waking up, you thinking that you're gonna go to hell when you die. Now you waking up to, oh shit, I've been in hell the whole fucking time. This is hell right here. This is where we at. We right here in the belly of the beast. This is hell right now. All right, but what? You waking up to that fact is not for you to sit there and mope and dwell upon that, but it's to, give you a little hope that you about to be up out of here soon, man. All right. So it says, verse 19, it says, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of the Most High. All right. So that's where we at right now. Everybody, that's what we, the sons of the Most High, or how do I say, the men of the Lord that's in the truth right now, that's already awakened to this. This is what we know we in hell, bro. And we hope, we pray, and we expect that the Most High is not going to leave us in this condition, that he going to change us back into the righteous bodies and righteous state that we was going to be in. According to the scripture, he already tell us that. All right. He said, this is going to be the new covenant that I make with them, that I will write my laws inside of them. You're not going to be teaching your brothers how to keep the laws, statutes, commandments no more. We're going to be programmed not to go off. All right. But what, the men of the Lord, we already see that we in this here flesh. All right. And we got the, we in hell, man. All right. So what you got that spiritual carnal fight going on inside your body all the goddamn time, and all these different things going on. But what, we hope and we pray and we look forward to that day that we get changed and we get the law, statutes, commandments written inside of us. That's going to be the day that we're going to be able to finally rest. You ain't got to sit there and be checking yourself all the damn time, seeing if you're going off, man. Because why? Everything you're going to do is going to be done in righteousness. All right. So it says, verse 19 again, for the earnest expectation of the creature waited for the manifestation of the sons of God. All right. Talking about being taken out of these chains of darkness. All right. Being having the law, statutes, commandments written inside of us, being changed into that righteous state. For the creature was made subject. Now the creature is talking about the Israelites. All right. The creature was made subject to vanity. All right. So if we are made subject, we in subjection, meaning we under the authority of what? Of vanity, of going off. All right. The creature, the Israelites, was in subjection into going off, basically. All right. Now, why? It says not willingly, not because we wanted to go off, not because we was reprobates. All right. But by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. So we didn't go off because we wanted to go off, not willingly, but because the person who programmed us to go off. All right. Because it was in his will to program us to go off, that later in the end that he can redeem us back and bring us back. All right. Giving us some experience, showing us certain things, and giving us, not a reason, but giving us understanding why we should honor and praise and glorify Yahweh Bashim Yahushua and all things that he does. Because even in the worst case scenario that we think of, hey man, the Lord ain't forgot about us and he's going to come back and redeem us. So what? This is, part of the moral of the lesson. All right. That we're going to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. That's basically the whole duty of man. We have to understand this here, lesson, to fear the Most High and keep his commandments. That's the whole duty of man. All right. We need to understand this. All right. So this is going into verse 20. For the creature was made subject to vanity, not willingly, but by reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. All right. So the Most High is trying to teach us a lesson. He basically, like my dad would actually teach me lessons like this. Sometimes he would take me out somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And then wind up busting a quick move or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? I'm somewhere I don't really know where I'm at. And he done bust a quick move real quick. Now he gone. I can't find him. And I'm stranded somewhere. Now I got to try to figure out what I'm going to do. And he's sitting back in the cut watching me. I want to see what my son going to do. I want to see if he going to, ball up like a little bitch and just cry and wait for somebody to come across his ass. Or is he going to, be inquisitive about what's going on? How is he going to deal with certain situations? How is he going to handle himself? Because if I'm not here, if I'm not around, then what is he going to really do? I need to make sure I raise him up the right way and teach him certain guidelines. All right. So this is the same lesson that we was going through. All right. So read that again. Verse 20, for the creature was made subject to vanity. All right. We was made to go off, not willingly, not because we wanted to, but by reason of him. All right. Because the Most High decided that was what he wanted to do. All right. By reason of him who have subjected the same in hope. So not only did he create us to go off, he also created us to be redeemed back. So it's not that he just was, fuck them niggas, I just want them to go off. Nah, he also created a situation for us to be redeemed back. All right. Verse 21, it says, because the creature itself also being delivered from the bondage of corruption. All right. As we was reading in Jude 1:6, the creature is talking about what? Those angels, talking about the Israelites. All right. Who's casting basically into the hell, into these chains of darkness under these curses. All right. The curse of Deuteronomy 28:15 on down. All right. It says, because the creature itself also shall be delivered from the bondage of corruption into the glorious liberty of the children of the Most High. For we know that the whole creation groaneth and travaileth in pain together until now. All right. I did a lesson on this, man, and I would implore you to go back and look this here up. And it's titled the same thing, for we know the whole creation groaneth together. All right. Because in that video, it shows basically what would be like a 2/3 woman in her 2/3 state. All right. Going all off and whatnot, going to a police station. But if you listen, if you spiritually discerning, you can hear her spirit crying out, man. She don't want to be living in that life that she is no more, man. Go find you a crackhead. Go find a, especially a Jake. Go find you a crackhead, an alcoholic, somebody on drugs, somebody smoking cigarettes, somebody that's, stealing, of our people, and ask them, do you really want to be stealing? If you could have it your way, would you rather not be stealing? Now you got some Jake who just want to so-called be, so-called gangsters, just whatever. But I'm talking about like some real genuine shit. I seen an old man, they beat this man up. And homeboy was just like in that barbershop movie. He was literally stealing like food, and not no like petty food, like some shit for nourishment. Homeboy was hungry. All right. Now, and when they called him, he wasn't really trying to buck up or nothing like that. He was like, damn, bro, it's just some food here. I'll give it to you. But they all trying to treat him all bad. Like, yo, dog, if you was in that situation trying to get you some food, ask the man, would you, if you had it your way, would you rather pay for this food, or would you rather have to steal this food? Are you stealing it just because you want to just be a demon? Nah, I'm stealing it because I'm fucking hungry, man. I'm in a fucked up position right now. You know what I'm saying? You see how people, people look at people on drugs and alcohol and stuff, especially our people on drugs and alcohol, is they just out there going off whatever, whatnot. But when you look at it, it's called escapism, man. It's why our people go out to the clubs every weekend and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Try to relieve themselves and escape. You know what I'm saying? They go out, try to find women and drink, get turned up to escape all the hell that they going throughout the week, man. All right. So this is what it's talking about, where it says the whole, let me read it again. Verse 20, for the creature was made, or verse 21, because the creature itself shall be delivered from, no. Verse 22, for we know that the whole creation groaneth together and pain together until now. All right. Verse 23, and not only they, all right, the 2/3, but ourselves also, which are the first fruits of the spirit, even we ourselves grown within ourselves, waiting on the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. All right. So what? Not only the 2/3 that you see them bugging out trying to escape, but escapism. All right. Maybe if I got a new woman, this woman will help me out, or she'll make me happy. Or if I got these drugs will make me happy, or make me forget about my pain. This alcohol will make me forget about this. If I got a new job, a new car, a new house, I'd be happy. All you're trying to do is trying to escape hell. But see, our people we so fucked up and so destroyed here. Damn, we don't even know that we in hell. You know what I'm saying? We so busy trying to escape all this because it's so bad, it's so traumatic. Hey man, we don't even try to address this. All right. Give me 1 second. All right, let me just grab this last precept and I'm gonna close out. Let me actually start up a little bit. Let me start at verse 45. All right, this is 1 Corinthians 15-45. It says, verse 44. It says, it is sown a natural body. It is raised a spiritual body. There's a natural body and there's a spiritual body. As so it is written, the first man, Adam, was made a living soul, and the last Adam was made a quickening spirit. So, the first Adam, like how we are right now, that's where we at right now. Are we in these fleshly bodies? All right, but what soon, we'll get to it. Verse 46, howbeit, that was not the first which was spiritual, but that which is natural, and afterwards that which is spiritual. The first man is of the earth, earthly. The second man is of Yahweh from heaven. All right, going into what? The earthly man, we living after the flesh here in the earth, man. Following after the laws, statutes, commandments of the people here on the earth and following after them. All right, but it says the second man is from Yahweh, basically from heaven. All right, going into what? When the Lord write his laws, statutes, commandments inside of us. All right, that second man, that's going to be the new creature, the new creation, our new spiritual bodies. We ain't going to go off. All right, verse 48, as is the earthly, such are they also that are earthly, and as the heavenly, such are they that are also heavenly. And as we have borne the image of the earthly, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly. All right. So it's, reading in just context right there, we hadn't got these bodies yet. All right. So as we have borne the image of the earthly, where we at right now, we shall also bear the image of the heavenly. All right. Verse 50. Now I say, brethren, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of the Most High, neither does corruption inherit incorruption. So what? Here's a time frame that he's talking about. All right. It says, brethren, I tell you that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of heaven. So It's being said here in the context that this ain't happened yet. All right. So what? We still in these corruptible bodies. We still in this earthly body. All right. Verse 51. But behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed in a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump. For the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall rise incorruptible, for we shall be changed. All right. For this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality. So that the corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality. And it should be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. All right. O death, where's thy sting? O grave, where's thy victory? All right. The sting of death is sin, and the strength of sin is the law. All right. So going back into this whole breakdown here. All right. Like I was saying, there's two different bodies. We in the earthly body right now. All right, but when we get to the kingdom of heaven, like the scripture said, flesh and blood cannot enter into the kingdom of heaven. We're not going to be in that new state when we get redeemed. We're not going to be in these fleshly bodies no more, man. The Lord's going to change us. Going back to where we started out in the book of Jude 1:6. All right, it says the angels which kept not their first estate, but left their own habitation, have you reserved in everlasting chains under the darkness unto the judgment of that great day. That's where we at right now, still in these fleshly bodies. We still in this hell under these curses. We still here until the day that the Lord redeem us. And in that time when he come back, like he said, I'm not going to meet you as a man. All right. The scripture also say we don't know how he's going to be, but when he come back, we're going to be like him. And we just read like in the twinkle of an eye, we're going to be changed. All right. We're going to put on this mortal body, going to put on immortality. This corruptible body going to put on incorruption, man. We're going to go back to our first estate. All right. That pure state. All right. With the law, statutes, commandments written inside of us. All right. So with that, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying unto the elect. Until next time, I say, call halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us this truth and that rule well. And salutation and much love for you. I can push in this truth and sincerity in the four corners of the earth and enduring afflictions to feed and edify the elect. Until next time, I say, stay strong and shalom.